Eu vi o que você fez no ringue. Eu sabia que era você, Seiya.
Oh, it's so great to be here with you, Ned Stark, one of my favorite characters of all time, the most honorable man on TV, right?
The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
And it's so good to see you in Knights of the Zodiac. I grew up with this with the manga and also with the animation. So it's high time we had a live action movie. And I wanted to know from you, how well did you know the franchise before you got cast as Alman?
Well, I didn't know it very well because in the UK and it wasn't, you know, we had more kind of traditional cartoons and stuff like that, and well, Tom and Jerry's not very traditional for the UK, but I mean, we didn't have that kind of thing, so it was quite interesting to explore that a little more on a kind of crash course basis, and once I was kind of hooked on it, you know, once I'd talked to the director and the producers, and they explained how big it was. You know, I didn't realise how. I knew it was big in Japan, but that's a song, isn't it? Big in Japan tonight. Yeah, sorry, and then in your country and elsewhere.
Yeah. The animation show, which ran between the 80s and the 90s, got in Brazil in the 90s, and the millennials are just huge fans of Knights of the Zodiac. And what I love about Alman, your character, is the fact that he's a father figure in this movie. He's sort of a protector. And I wanted to know from you, how does Alman set up the future for the upcoming knights that we'll see in the future of the franchise?
Oh, I don't know. I think he sets up the situation whereby the audience is aware of who these characters are. I mean, I find Makinyu, who plays Seiya in a fight situation, a kind of what they call a fist fight, you know, prize fight, and introduce him. And because I'm trying to find, obviously, energy and this energy that Sienna, or the future Athena, hopefully, she relies upon that energy. And I see a very brave warrior in there's a lot of S's in Seiya. So we follow that story. Seiya takes us on that journey from a regular guy, a regular fighter, just getting along with his life, and he goes on this incredible journey which he takes us along with him. And you know, we meet the various characters along the way, and yeah, hopefully that will be explored further in Touchwood, other films that are made. Yeah.
And this is a very ambitious movie. What I really love about that is that we have a very beautiful photography and also amazing fight scenes, which is the essence of the animation show as well. And I wanted to know, for you, what makes this new movie, this new version of Knights of the Zodiac, so powerful and so big for the big screen?
I think a lot of that comes down to Makinyu, the lead guy, who I think plays the part wonderfully. You know, not only has he the kind of physical attributes and the skill of being a martial artist who finished filming and trained every day afterwards, you know, but he's got the emotional qualities of that character right down to an art. And I think with him and the great director Tomek, who was brilliant, the photography, as you said, it was fantastic. And you know, I think that combination is wonderful. Yeah, it's just a great thing to work on. You know, to play quite an interesting character. And I think the way that the two kind of cultures, the Japanese anime and the Greek mythology, were brought together and combined, create a wonderful story, wonderful images. You know, I remember there was an image, and there's a big fight that Seiya has to have with the girl with the mask, and that's a wonderful kind of attritional fight, and he goes through hell to achieve it. But there's a wonderful kind of vista, a wonderful kind of panorama there, which is these crumbling kind of columns and this ancient Greek face in the background. It's almost like a planet, a moon. And that's such a strong image that I will always remember, and it kind of really takes you away from everything and draws you in. I think that particular sequence was fantastic, and yeah, I think it's just a great show. It's very uplifting and very, I just hope everybody likes it as much as I do.
Yeah, and I love the theatricality, as you said, from this particular scene. It's all very performatic. It's very visually beautiful for us, right?
Yeah. I think it's. I think everything is just so beautifully done. You know, it's so sublime and so effortless, and then you know, it wasn't hard to step into that kind of world because of people's passion, and you know I mean, I know the director was very passionate about it. He's watched it as a child in Poland, and he always wanted to make a movie, and you know, he's just done a wonderful job, I think.
It's so good.
Cassios wins every single time! Ah!